Imagine this. One day, someone walks up to you and asks, "Who are you?" But there's a catch. You can't answer by saying what you do, what you own, or what you've achieved. What would you say? If that question caught you off guard, you're not alone. Most people have no idea how to answer it without falling back on their job titles, possessions, or life experiences. And that says a lot. Have we spent our entire existence identifying ourselves by what we do and own rather than by who we truly are? In this video, we're going to explore this shocking truth about life and about yourself. I'll show you how this seemingly simple question can completely change your perspective on your own existence. And if you stick around until the end, I promise you'll gain a much deeper understanding of your true identity and how this realization can transform your reality. Society has conditioned us to define ourselves by what we do, what we have, and what we achieve. If you ask someone who they are, you'll likely hear answers like, "I'm a doctor, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an artist, or even, I'm a parent." But notice, these responses say nothing about who they truly are. They only describe the roles they play. So, if we strip away those labels, what's left? Who are you when everything you have and do is taken away? This question goes back to some of the greatest thinkers in history. Socrates famously said, "Know thyself," believing that true wisdom comes from self-awareness. Buddha taught that the identity we assign to ourselves is merely an illusion created by the ego. And Jesus, in many teachings, urged his followers to look within and realize that their essence was far greater than the material world. Science also has something to say about this. A study from Harvard University, led by psychologist Daniel Gilbert, found that people tend to believe their identity is fixed. However, when researchers analyzed their lives over decades, they discovered that people are in a constant state of transformation. In other words, the identity you believe you have today could be completely different 10 years from now. This proves that our sense of self is far more fluid than we think. And what does this mean? It means that if you cling to an identity built on external achievements, you're limiting yourself. You're seeing yourself as something fixed when, in reality, you are an evolving consciousness. How many times have you felt lost, unsure of what you want in life? That feeling may stem from the fact that your identity isn't rooted in something solid, but in temporary external references. A real-life story perfectly illustrates this. There was a man who spent his entire life as a high-level executive, measuring his worth by his career success. But after an economic crisis, he lost everything. He fell into deep depression because his entire identity was tied to his job. Without his position, he felt like he was nothing. However, through a journey of self-discovery, he realized he was much more than his career. He discovered that his true essence was in his ability to teach and inspire others. Today, he helps professionals find purpose in their lives beyond their job titles. This brings us to a crucial realization. If everything you believe yourself to be is taken away, what remains? You need to seek answers to this question, because only when you know who you truly are can you determine where you want to go. Now let me ask you, have you ever stopped to think about this? If this video is making you reflect, drop a comment below with your biggest insight so far. And of course, don't forget to like and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. So how do we break free from this trap of a limited identity? The first step is understanding that you are not your thoughts, not your body, and not your past. You are the awareness that observes all of these things. This realization changes everything because it takes away the power of limiting beliefs that make you think you can't change or grow. Another essential step is practicing self-awareness. Meditation, journaling, and even therapy are powerful tools for uncovering who you really are. Great spiritual teachers have always taught that the key to a fulfilling life isn't found in the external world, but in a deep dive within yourself. Let's take this even further. Have you ever heard of neuroplasticity? Modern neuroscience research, including studies by Dr. Joe Dispenza, has shown that our brains can reorganize and create new neural connections based on changes in our thoughts and behaviors. In other words, if you feel stuck in a limiting identity today, know that you can reprogram your mind and become a more authentic version of yourself. If you're struggling to gain clarity on your true identity, I challenge you to try a simple exercise. Take a piece of paper and write, "Who am I?" at the top. Then, try to answer without mentioning your job, possessions, or anything external. This simple exercise can lead to powerful realizations. And finally, I want to remind you that you are so much more than you think. You are not your achievements, not your past, and not your mistakes. You are a consciousness in evolution, a being with infinite possibilities. When you truly understand this, you begin to live in a way that's much more authentic and aligned with your true essence. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this message with others. Believe me, this simple action could change someone's life. And remember, the journey to discovering who you really are starts now.